For 50 years, one corpulent orange tabby has shown us the value of naps, likely introduced children to the very idea of lasagna, and taught us all to hate Mondays. Though typically illustrated fare that bemused our parents in the daily newspaper, this not-so-frisky feline would make the jump from the newsstand to the television in the 1980s, introducing an all-new generation to his cool, dry wit. Hi, my name's Derek J. Hoover, and this is Garfield and Friends on Yesterdaze.
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
69, dudes!
Well, there's your problem right there, Vern.
Hey, Willie.
Cowabunga!
Goonies never say die!
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I?
And knowing is half the battle.
Autobots, roll out. Thunder! Thundercat!
Gordon's alive.
Oh, yeah!
It only takes a spark. It only takes a spark to
Welcome to another episode of Yesterdaze. I am, of course, your host, Derek J. Hoover, and I'm joined by two of my very best friends, and that's going to be Dustin Wyckoff and Jason Tosher. My friends, how are you?
It's Monday, and you said we hate Mondays, but I beg to differ. I don't hate Mondays. I don't like some Mondays, but record Mondays aren't so bad.
Ah, yes.
That is accurate.
That's a good point. I don't know. You guys have been podcasting long enough. People probably come to me and say, I want to start a podcast.
Oh, geez. I
yes,
couldn't
I hear
even
it.
tell you how many people that I've been that guy. And
How do I do that?
I tried to show them the respect because I was excited the first time it happened, because it was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, people know that enough now, and I know how Blake was for me when I was starting out.
Mm-hmm.
You got the wisdom, impart it, but yeah, most of the people that would ask me when I would give them realistic advice, I think only one really actually did a show. So...
Yeah, a lot of times people come up and like, I want to do a show. I want to do a podcast. Like you got, it's like, oh yeah, what do you want to do? I don't know. I want to like talk about stuff. Like, yeah, okay, like what? I don't know. and that's the end right there. It usually goes no further than that. But for people who are serious and they say you should have a structure in place.
Yeah,
you should kind of have
first piece of advice you gave me when I wanted to do something after Ernest.
So get like a theme, figure it out, make a structure, and then over time, allow the show to evolve, and it will become what it's supposed to be, whatever that is.
Yeah, you got to evolve. Sometimes it starts out saying hello and welcome, and then you just change to
Radio Rewind, we had to hard pivot season 3 on the format.
Yes, we did.
I kind of think
and it works.
It works. I think your pivot's bitch, and
the Ani Minchi came in to play season 2, and then it was just like, nah, we should incorporate these in, and yeah,
it evolved.
It worked.
But Derek kind of said exactly what I was going to say is sometimes a show devolves into you clearly announcing the show into just a bunch of marbles falling out of your mouth, which is what Derek does now. That was the whole point of all that, but Derek beat me to it. Unknowingly. Anyway, that'll be fine.
Is it fun? Aren't you having fun?
Yeah, I got to set up a 90-second bit for that.
Do you remember
like
Hard Drinking Derek and Sad Boy and Sticking Asses and Not All the Way?
Well, your dad can only die on a record day so many times.
Dad is very
just once,
dead,
right?
Yeah,
just
typically.
once. It turns out.
Or we said so many. I don't.
Well,
I'm all out of parents to die.
Yeah,
I mean
some
they're
people-
either physically dead or dead to me.
Stepdads,
you know.
Derek specific, yes, just the ones.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Did you ever have a stepdad?
No.
Did your mom never? She never remarried.
She never remarried. There were gentlemen that
Lonnie.
she liked. Lonnie that she dated for a while. I think
He used to wrap his hand around his mouth.
like so, the meaty part of his palm.
What was his last name?
She was Hunter.
Don.
Lonnie
I
Hunter.
was looking for Don. That'll be fine.
I went literal.
What happened to
Because I'm
Lonnie
an idiot.
Hunter.
What happened to Lonnie Hunter?
He died.
Well,
We wish him luck.
color me surprised.
He had a serious drinking problem.
Oh, yeah?
And was a diabetic.
Oh, boy.
And didn't take his medication.
Doesn't alcohol turn to sugar?
That's the rumor.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
May as well just eat a whole can of peaches.
Topical. Radio Rewind hits the charts, 1996.
You guys ever go to First Friday in Peoria? Chow, Central Illinois Artist Organization's First Friday.
No, I haven't gone to yet. What?
Guess. How about did you ever go to those?
I think I've gone once.
Okay.
Hey, guess what?
What's it?
We're gonna have fun tonight.
Well, someone is. I've been many times, and I just went this past Friday too.
How was it?
The first Friday of February. It's changed a lot over time.
Yeah.
It's basically for those who don't live in the Peoria area.
Would you say it evolved or devolved?
This one, sadly, I would say devolved.
So instead of being First Friday, it's more of a First Friday.
That's kind of exactly it. What happened was artists are encouraged to open up their studios for people to come in and view their works, maybe purchase something, and maybe enjoy a nice cocktail or
Jeremy
glass of
tends
wine.
to frequent these, yes.
Is Casa de Arte involved? Do they cycle in a new
I'm more of a
artist for the
carne
month?
asante man myself, but
They have,
Okay.
and I think they do. I think they're kind of just generally open on
Gotcha.
Fridays at that time frame anyway, but not a lot of those places are. So the first Friday of each month, you can go down to the Contemporary Art Center. I went down there. Not especially wonderful artist.
Right by the roundabout.
Yeah, but it was like a guy who had cut out a bunch of construction paper, and I was like, I think I could accidentally do this.
Gotcha.
And there might be someone out there who's like, oh, I appreciate this type of art, or I like that, but it's like it's got to be something I absolutely have no business doing to be like, oh, that impresses me. Someone did like a watercolor, or painted in oil, or made something out of wood. I can't fucking do that. Anyway, a handful of places did it. The real tragedy is it was COVID that killed it mainly, and it was gone for like a year or two.
Yeah.
And when it came back in smaller portions. But Sheridan in Maine, with the old Sunbeam Bread Building with Urban Artifacts there,
Yeah, sure.
they had an old back area where they had a gallery and they'd have live music and beverages, and that whole thing was vibrant. And that's all dead now, and it's super depressing. But I used to drag my daughter there probably like 5 times a year, if not more. But I just took Lindsay there this past Friday, and we went to not only the Art Guild, but the Contemporary Art Center, where like the Rhythm Kitchen is. And the second and third floor were all open. That's usually the case.
Yep.
And one's kind of a gallery, and then one's kind of a space for artists. And Preston Jackson, local artist, he owns that building.
yeah.
So we're in there, and I had never seen him before, but I go in there, and he's in there working.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. And there's a couple other people who I maybe knew him or were just talking to him. I didn't talk to him. I didn't bother him. But I did walk around in his studio, and he was as far away from me as you guys are. And it was really cool to see like some of his awesome sculptures that he makes, and like just like the piece of shit stuff that's inside of it. It's like rebar, like barely welded together, pieces of insulation foam just to create the inside, but the outsides are incredible.
Have you seen the Bronzeville installation that's at the Peoria Riverfront Museum? That's a constant exhibit, and it's all sculptures that he did.
Yes.
That is like a city.
Yes, I have seen that.
Okay. And then he
it's
also...
down the hallway, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he did the Richard Pryor statue in downtown Peoria.
Yep.
I actually have a Preston Jackson bronze piece on my desk at work.
Oh, very cool.
It's carved on the bottom. It says Jackson, and I think it's dated 93.
Oh, dope.
But found it while cleaning out for our move at work, and nobody else wanted him. Like, hell yeah.
Fuck that, keep it. Hell yeah.
That's very cool.
It's just a weird abstract piece of bronze that's just been shaped a bit, but it's kind of cool looking. And has sat on my desk for the last half year.
I should pick up something from his. He's a local treasure. I would imagine he's in his 60s, maybe late 60s.
Incredible story. I wish somebody would make like a documentary about him.
Well, the cool thing about the Richard Pryor one is like any comedian who's a real comedian knows Richard Pryor's from Peoria, and when they come through town, they say, "I got to stop at there's pictures of
Seinfeld, Jerry's
Bert
done it when he's been in
Kreischer,
town.
whoever's in town, like
They go in,
CK.
it's a rite of passage when you come here.
Whether
Wrestlers.
whether they get photographs in front of it or just go pay homage or whatever.
Yeah.
And that guy, Preston Jackson, is from here, and he's got a studio right around the corner.
Yeah.
Really cool to see his stuff. For those who don't know, he is a black man, and a lot of his art is like almost like Creole, New Orleans jazz influence, and so he does a lot of really cool paintings, a lot of cool sculptures.
Yeah.
And that was really cool to see him there working in action.
Some of his paintings are absolutely beautiful.
You can go in there on First Fridays, even if he's not there. You can walk through his studio. And something that was really funny that I noticed while I was in there was like, it's a lot of like makeshift shelves to like store his supplies and stuff, and all the shelves look like shit. I think sometimes, like Matthew McConaughey, I think is a good example. They say, Matthew McConaughey, come be in my movie, and then when he's in the movie, he might win an Oscar because he's that good. But if they say Matthew McConaughey make a movie, it's going to turn out to be a big piece of shit called Surfer Dude with 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think the same's probably the same about. You could say the same thing about Preston Jackson. He'd be like, "Hey, make this sculpture," and he does it. It's fucking beautiful. It's like,
build a simple shelf.
yeah, you gotta put this. You can't keep that stuff on the floor. Build a shelf, and it looks like the biggest piece of like that guy was put on Earth to do one thing,
to make beautiful pieces of art.
And he does
that
it
are
better than
abstract and
yes.
amazing.
It's incredible.
But the simplest things, like, hey, just simple 4 shelves, modest bookcase.
There was a lot of stuff in there that was like,
well, okay,
cobbled together, or like it looked like it didn't look safe. But then he's over there, crafting,
making these beautiful,
making gold out of hay, and then so that was really cool to see. And then
Modern day Rumpelstiltskin.
You did mention Jeremy Berkeley, who's been on the show, and I did see him there.
Yeah,
there was a featured artist talking.
How was our man?
He was good. It was 30-second interaction. But I came up to this floor, and I was right as this artist was ending their talk, and she had a gallery going with some cool stuff. And then at the end of that, I think everyone went outside, and there was like an artist walk, which I did not participate in. I didn't even know what was happening, honestly. But I saw it on my way out.
Like they just strut and compete against each other?
Yeah, it's a lot of,
So is it like a walk-off?
Fancy walking.
Okay.
But they go outside with like lights, and I think they're looking for like bioluminescence. I don't know exactly what it is, but I did see Jeremy, and him being a local artist. I think it was attending First Friday and wanted to see this other artist and give that person his support being there. So that was cool to run into him. Cool. Another guest of the show.
Very cool.
So that was a little something I did recently, and I encourage you guys to check out First Friday. There's a few spots that still do it. And it's a cool way to see, what people in your area are creating.
They just had the winter market on Saturday.
Was that at the museum?
No, I'm trying to remember where they've
had markets at the museum before, like in the basement there.
Yeah, they did it somewhere else, but it's Riverplex, I think, is where they did it this time.
I've not been to that,
but temps are getting up there. I think high of 50 tomorrow, so that means Riverfront Market.
Derek's probably wearing less layers tomorrow.
Those days are coming.
We're don't count your chickens.
It's still February.
I don't think you understand like what I can wear on my route and be okay.
Well, I just meant as far as like getting outside on like as far as it's still going to be cold.
Yeah, but the single-digit days I think are done
compared to.
I'm hoping.
I hope so too. I hope so.
I'm hoping.
It's still February, guys. I know I've been yapping a bunch, but you want me to bust at my sack?
Yeah, go for it.
Last time we recorded, I said there's something happening, and it is the rebirth of McDonald's changeables.
Yes.
And I tell you what, when you want to talk about autism, I have had
Henry a few.
They're all over YouTube.
I've had a laser focus on getting the changeables. For those who don't know, it's McDonald's ripoff of Transformers. They're little plastic toys in the Happy Meal.
If I could go every day to get one to try to get that boo bucket, I would, but
it's in here.
Motherfucker.
He lives a mile away from a McDonald's.
Well,
I live less than a mile from
I'm not
one,
joking. I've been laser focused. I've been going to like 8 to 10 different McDonald's once a week asking, and I feel dumb. And
good. You shouldn't. No, he's right. He's wrong. He's wrong.
We'll pass them around.
That's
you don't listen.
The cap.
There's cap.
Cap.
This one is hilarious, and it came up in the show.
I like that
Dustin
one.
saw it and read the name, and I didn't realize how ridiculous it was until I read back. But this is Curtis the Divine. He's the grill.
Cap.
Good, you said.
I like
That's fine.
Cap.
These are all coming out of my McChangeables Happy Meal box. I am a grown man going and asking about toys.
Hey, if you're expecting me to judge you right now, you're dead ass
I did
wrong.
that in high school when episode 1 came out.
I got the Fry dude that was on the side of the box, but I gave it to Henry.
I got the Fry guys in here.
Yeah, can I have it, please?
This is Exchange. I think you called it the POS system.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you know if it's a piece of shit? You ever work at McDonald's?
I said point of sale, my friend. Point of sale.
My mistake.
Number 7.
Number 7.
We got Taurus here, and I don't know what that is.
A Ford?
Oh, we have a couple of those at home. It's a. I don't know what the.
It's the intercom.
Is it the intercom?
Okay.
No, maybe it's a waffle
drive-
maker.
And it's that one's one of the dinosaurs.
for the hotcakes.
You got.
Henry got doubles, and he gave me one for.
Well, that
my
was generous
office.
of him.
We all know what a pterodactyl is, but this is a pterodactyl. It's a McDonald's bag that turns into a pterodactyl.
Oh,
Apparently,
very good.
It's pretty funny. And then I'm
No,
sorry.
it turns into a pterodactyl in a bag.
Oh, the bag is still present. And here it is, the aforementioned Boobot right there.
God damn it!
Got the Boobot.
You lucky son of a bitch.
I've been putting my work in.
Clearly.
And then also aforementioned the FRI3S a la fries. Little
That one is cool.
French fry bot.
How many are we missing?
I got 50% of them.
Okay.
And it just started. We're
You
two
lucky
weeks in.
son of a bitch.
I've been putting my work in. I'm telling you.
I can't. Here's the
And how much are
problem.
they charging for each one of these?
Now let me ask you: Are you getting?
that's the
are
next
you
step. I
getting
got a whole
Happy
nother
Meals,
thing.
or are you buying them individually?
That ties into what he just said, and I got a whole thing about that.
Okay.
Here's the last one for now. It's Furgon, and what is that? Something. What is
It's a
it?
hamburger.
It starts as a hamburger.
It's wrapped up as a hamburger.
Yeah.
All right. So this is my
And it's
approach.
it turns into some sort of dinosaur pterodon.
I've been going to the McDonald's and just throw it anywhere. It's fine. I've been going Morton, Pekin, Washington, East Peoria, there's Market Heights.
There's one in North Beacon, yeah.
So like about 8 different McDonald's once a week.
They're
All at once.
They're fucking plentiful
Concurrently.
around here.
I go in there and I go up to the counter because I don't want to do it through drive-through because you can't do it through drive-through. You got to go in and you got to see what they got. Yeah. I'm not pissing in the wind here. All right, I don't have
I ain't got time for
infinite
this shit.
monies. I go in there and I say, yes. What Happy Meal toy do you have right now?
You do have to ask that because the day it was supposed to start, the one by us didn't have them.
Same. I went at
And
first
we
day
got
too.
one of the fucking tiny McDonald's.
Like a little pet thing, right?
No.
Oh, I got
Like
that.
literal tiny McDonald's. Like
Okay,
the,
I got something else too because someone
Like
had
we got a
not-
miniature drive-through.
I say, what toys do you have right now? And a lot of times they're like, that. They point to a poster, or they're like little like robot. And I was like, well, which specific ones do you have? I don't know. I was like, well, can you please check? Sometimes I get one question in, and then they just leave the counter. It's very funny, the responses, the range of responses I'll get. But eventually someone will come over, and again,
There's a guy up front. He wants to know
Yeah.
what robots we have.
I'm in my mid-40s, and they bring me toys from the Happy Meal.
What?
And they'll be like, these are the ones. I was like, okay, well, I have that one. Let me get that one right there. And they're like, okay, what would you want for the Happy Meal? I was like, well, can I just buy it on its own? And then their response is 3 different things. No, you have to buy the meal. All right, I'm not going to complain. Fine. Yes, you can buy it. And I've seen it. It's been different prices each place I go to.
Yeah.
So it'd be like $1.50
Which I think
here.
that's decided by the franchise owner if they sell it individually.
That's what they said, and I'm not going to argue with them. To me, it's probably a button you can press, but if they're telling me, what am I going to do? You know?
Yeah.
So sometimes they will sell it.
Save
individually.
yourself the headache and just accept the answer.
One time I talked to a guy just recently, and every question I had, he had to leave to figure out an answer. And one time he left, a woman came up, and she didn't see him, and she just stood in front of me like to take my order, but she didn't say anything to me.
It's the worst.
So I just stood right there next to her and waited. Didn't say anything. He came back up, and I said, this is what we have. I was like, all right, well, can I just buy them on their own? And he didn't know what to do. He's like, you can just have them. I was like, okay. And I left. But there'll be times where I end up with 2 Happy Meals of things I do not want, just to get my hands on these things because I am obsessing about it right now.
They're neat. They are fun.
They're I think they're kind of cool.
They're fun.
And now you've hit all these places multiple times. You walk in and be like, bitch, you know what I want?
There is.
I want to talk to change.
The North Pekin one, I recognize a vehicle there of an employee that works there now. I've been there 2 or 3 times.
And you don't stop by and say hi?
Say hi to who?
Me.
I should say hi. I should stop by and say hi.
Stop by and say hi.
Yeah, see that new haircut. I see Shauna's new haircut. my arm's cold. Anyway, that's what's in my sack. I have something special for next week where we'll do that. Then I thought this was enough.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
So,
I'm very jealous of the McBoo bar.
Not a lot of sales stuff happening right now still.
Give it time.
But you got 8 changeables, which we just
You're 50% of the way there. There's
announced
16.
on the show.
That's my work
Not
after 2
that
weeks.
long
I have
ago.
8 of the 16. And if I don't get them all, it'll be fine. But I really do want the one that's the hamburger, and then the little Happy Meal box guy.
If you get a shot at getting another more boo buckets, please let me know. Henry and I both want one.
I also want
the unwrapped hamburger.
I also that guy, and then I also want Vash, which is very nearly dirty.
Yeah.
What? Let me see.
There you go.
Vashine.
Just the name Vash that I said.
Oh, just the name.
Anyway, those are fun.
It is a small type box. Thank you.
It's weird to me that they, with all the Transformer movies that came out, they didn't try another round of these 15 years ago. Whatever.
Knows.
Anyway, that's it. That's all I got in my sack, guys.
But we do have some news here in the banter portion. I do want to say welcome back to Adam Z. He has rejoined the Patreon. He has a very good pick for this year.
Oh, I bet he does.
That I think you will enjoy.
I don't know, man.
You will enjoy.
After Battlefield Earth,
Taint.
Him doing Battlefield Earth is the closest I have ever come to quitting podcasting. And I knew Adam Z could do it.
Yeah,
I knew he would.
Oh,
be
if
the
anybody
one to,
could take you to that place, it's going.
I'm not going to go to lunch. Or
I'm actually
going
to see him this weekend.
Yeah, if he screws up this pick, I might
think I'm going
stay
to
home.
lunch. I think I'm going to go to lunch, but it will be to admonish him.
All right. We'll see you in Pontiac, bud.
Very good. Oh, you guys are coming?
Oh,
I thought he was fucking with me.
No, I RSVP'd.
Fucking A, man. Fucking A. Loving it. I also want to give a little shout out to avid listener Michael Williams, who also recently participated in, it's on YouTube. I know I shared it on the socials, a short pilot called Steve Daughter Space Courier that was pretty funny about
I watched
a
it.
workaday guy.
I watched the whole thing.
Just trying to truck through space.
It was very surprisingly well made.
Yeah. And he's like, we did all that editing. Like he told me about the editing and are you serious? That's how you did it's all very well done.
You know, my brother makes the commercials for his own game con.
Yes. Yes.
And it's like I've seen them make it before. It's like the size of one of my panels on my window there.
Yeah.
It's a very small area with a green screen.
Yeah.
It's like no room at all. And then in the credits there's a guy in a kitchen.
Yeah.
But I can't tell if they're just fucking around and that's not really how they did it, or if it is.
I think that's how they did it.
It looked pretty good.
If you go and watch it, Michael plays the landlord.
He's in it for probably 15 seconds.
15 seconds. He reports He reports a domestic abuse to the police about Steve Daughter on himself because the main character Steve Daughter trips, falls, and hits his eye. Basically gets hurt.
You should post it out. You should post the link out there or something. It is. I did post it on Twitter, Blue Sky, and I think I shared it to the GDL share and promote. 13-ish minutes?
About 13, 14 minutes.
Surprisingly well made. Check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. My Mezco drama has kind of come to an end. My Mezco shit, my Batman 89 bundle.
They weren't responding to you. You weren't getting any
we were getting
really
the
late.
shittiest response.
Shauna got involved.
They announced a second wave before you even got the first one, right?
Yeah.
You had to get Shauna was so mad she cut her hair.
So angry that she cut her hair.
She sent him a picture of her holding up her hair leavings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what you made me do.
Got her haircut.
He needs his goon.
Her haircut looks with her haircut. I'm gonna
calm down over there, pal.
Never. It finally showed up. It showed up this Saturday. I did do a little YouTube video about it, an unboxing. I've never really done an unboxing before, and I did kind of respectfully.
Not even with Eternia, which he got 2 years ago.
Yeah. It was 2 years ago because that recently popped up on fucking Facebook.
I think the iron has to be hot. As soon as they go out.
Yeah, too much time had passed. Other people had done videos of putting theirs together. I didn't even have...
the McChangeables. There's already tons of videos on them.
I didn't even have an office when I finally got that. So, but yeah, I got them on Saturday, and then it was Sunday. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a little unboxing video, take a look at these, show them off a little bit, and also kind of state my critique and complaint respectfully. I didn't go on a horrid rant about Mezco and their lack of their piss poor
communication
skills. So,
yeah, marriages have ended for less, Mezco.
That's right. That's right. You sons of bitches. So I did get them. They do look great. The packaging really recaptures that Toy Biz feel from 1989. The figures look great. The Batmobile looks great. So
the pictures we saw were them in the package. You opened them up though?
I have not opened the figures. I
Okay.
don't know if I'm going to.
Yeah,
I don't know
do
what
it.
to do. I
Don't
want to
do
take
it.
them out, but
Dustin,
I don't know.
what would you do?
I wouldn't have bought them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would solve that.
That would solve that problem.
I'd spend the money on
It's super easy for Dustin.
records instead.
Yeah.
Super,
And I
easy
open
for-
those.
You would open
Yeah.
those.
I don't leave those
I
sealed.
may find a way to gently open those and do my best to preserve the cards because the card art looks great.
Yeah, you pop that blister pack off just right, and then you can super glue it back on if you need to.
Just give each one a little kiss and put it right back in.
Yeah. You take your pictures with it
That's right.
loose, and then you
Well,
put
it's
it
just
back
like
in.
that
Nobody
Joker
knows.
begs to be posed with the bullhorn. Oh, Junior Birdman!
That's why they
missed me.
They try to get them to buy two.
You,
That's the whole
got to
thing.
buy 4.
I
One to play with, one for display, one to trade, and one to sell when the time is
just in
right.
case.
Oh, 5 then. You got to get 5 of each.
What about Henry?
6?
Man, fuck that kid.
Fuck you.
Or double it. Double it so he can do the same. Jeez. You're on the hook for 10
The
each.
kid may get me on some masked vehicles because I let him play with Condor and Thunderhawk a little bit, and he really likes it.
Okay.
And he happened to come down to the office on Sunday, and he saw the semi truck and the jet Switchblade. He's like, "Oh, Dad!"
And then he listened to episode 1 of the show. Now he really wants.
Now
Now
he's
he
psyched.
really wants.
I just love that it's called an office. Because office, you think there's some serious work is getting.
There's
done
a
here.
desk in
Nothing
there. I do
serious is
work.
happening.
He can have a tablet in there.
I don't know about that.
I do. There's no serious work. It's all fun happening there, right?
It's fun. It's
You've
a fun
seen my office.
It's a fun office. You can have a fun office. Just think of Michael Scott.
Okay.
Okay. And I also want to give a very special shout out to Jacob of Red Mountain Retro, who is also now Summer of the Monkey VHS Elite.
Wow.
Came across it
another
this-
one.
For Jay Berry, it was to be the summer of dreams.
$75. Not a penny less.
We'll have enough by the end of summer. Why do you want that horse so bad?
When you're riding a horse, it's like you're free as a bird.
For Jay's sister, it was to be the summer of miracles.
Good crop this year will pay for Daisy's operation.
But when some unexpected visitors come calling, it turns their world upside down.
You really expect us to believe that monkeys made this mess?
Says here they're giving $15 a head to anybody who finds them.
It's enough to buy my pony.
Now,
We're here to buy some monkey bait.
to keep his dream alive,
Boy!
Jay must take a stand.
This is no fair.
You're staying here and that's the end of it.
Take me with you.
Sometimes the toughest fight of all
You could have killed him with that!
is growing up.
Can you help him, Ma?
I keep seeing the young man inside that boy trying to get out.
You found the monkeys.
Yes, I'm telling the truth.
The fields are completely washed out.
Disney presents the story of faith, family, and the love that brings them together.
I want Daisy to know what it feels like to be free, Pa.
I'm proud of you, son.
Summer of the Monkeys. Available only on video December 18th, 1998.
Oh, he came across it this weekend at a thrift store, found it for $3 dudes.
Oh, that's a bargain.
I was like, you kind of have to buy that. He goes, yeah, it's coming home with me. I'm like,
That's
good, you made a
our-
good decision.
That's
You
our
have.
everything's awful Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Get your hands on a Summer of Monkey VHS.
You gotta,
guys.
You gotta. So, Jacob, welcome to being Summer of the Monkey VHS Elite.
You found the monkeys.
You found the monkeys.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, that is a motherfuck ton of
my God.
banter at the top. So you know what? Let's jump right into Garfield and Friends, which is a patron pick
Oh, which patron pick that?
from Jakob.
Jakob.
Yakov.
which is a real name.
Who is now VHS Elite. Garfield and Friends was a Saturday morning cartoon that ran on CBS for 7 seasons for a total of 122 episodes, starting on September 17th of 1988 and coming to an end on December 10th of 1994. Had no idea it ran that long.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Your number one song and number one movie at the time is a matchup we've had before. That's going to be Sweet Child, Oh Mine by Guns N' Roses. And your number one movie was a fish called Wanda. Whoopity-doo.
I feel like when we talk about, a lot of the stuff is like children's toys, children's shows.
Yeah.
And it's a very slim demographic. And those kids grow out of it year and a half, 2 years. You got a small window to make an impact.
Yeah.
Some find a way to keep it going. 6 years is a long time for something like this.
The demographic for this episode is much larger than some of the others.
Yeah,
pretty
sectors and stuff like that.
Yeah, Sectars is a very limited purview. Garfield and Friends, not so
We
much.
might get some randos on this one, is what we're saying. And if you are a rando, welcome to the party.
Welcome to the
Hope you
shit
check
show.
out the back catalog because there's a lot of fun back there.
There is. The premise of this, rather simple. Garfield is an overweight orange tabby that leads a rather mundane life as a house cat under the care of his owner, John Arbuckle, and shares space with fellow pet Odie the dog. Other characters frequently seen are veterinarian and object of John's affection, Liz Wilson, obnoxious, loud, and possible Krusty the Clown ripoff, Binky the Clown, Normal, an annoyingly cute gray kitten that aggravates the hell out of Garfield, Penelope Pussycat, and Floyd the Mouse.
Floyd the Barber.
No, it's Mouse, not a barber.
Don Knotts was involved.
No, classic segment.
A song off of Bleach, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Garfield is not alone from a format and segment standpoint, as this adaptation of Jim Davis's work saw another idea of his being animated, and that would be U.S. Acres, a farm-centric segment with anthropomorphic farm animals led by Orson the pig. Joining him are Roy the rooster, brother and sister sheep Bo and Lanolin, Wade the duck, and Sheldon and Booker, two chicks, though one seems to be stuck inside his shell.
Like chicks as in chickens, not as like total babes.
Not as
right?
like total babes. Not like my lovely
Yeah, that
fiancé.
chick needs to come out of her shell, man. She needs to loosen up a little.
I like that, actually.
I would say in that one dress, my chick was out of her shell. Go.
I like that it's still that one is still in the shell. It's probably super easy to animate too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, super easy.
Just an oblong shape and some feet
with a couple feet. That's it. They are often antagonized by Orson's three older brothers, pigs Mort, Gort, and Wart. That's your basic premise of the show that would sometimes see adaptations of different aspects of the comic strip itself.
What were the names of those brothers again?
Mort, Gort, and Wart.
Mort, Gort, and Wart. And then they...
Mort, Gort, and Wart.
Remember that episode where they went to the beach and then they all brought their surfboard?
We need more board license. We need
is that a Beyonce song?
License, please.
That's for Kevin Clark.
It's a good one. Oh, he's definitely listening.
Hey, Kev.
U.S. Acres, I feel like I remember seeing it rarely or very occasionally in the newspaper. I have a strong suspicion it wasn't nearly as widely put out there as the Garfield one.
No.
Right?
I think I saw it once in a newspaper, and it was It was either the Trib or the Sun Times.
And it was only around, it was like 86 to 89. Like because a lot of these episodes came from expanded versions of the comics, understandably so.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to put out a couple panels a day. Yeah, you go back to some of that shit and flesh it out.
Not?
But, like, there's only, I think, a couple years to work with by the time Garfield started, and was it the late 70s, like 78?
Late 70s, yeah.
And so at this time, there was like 10 years worth of Garfield comics that he could
when you get to when this debuted, you had about, I think, 10 to 11 years of Garfield.
Well, that does beg the question. I was Jim Davis himself an animator on the show? Was he a writer on the show?
He was an executive producer, but he wasn't a writer.
So he's basically just said, look at all this shit.
I like
created.
money.
Yeah.
You can sort through it, and you can make whatever you want based on this
Just
stuff.
have the spirit of the thing.
Yeah. I'll go over here and count my Garfield phone money.
Yep.
Who wants I want a fucking Garfield phone.
Garfield phone.
Come on.
I had a 7-Up spot one.
We just got to go wait for one to
Nice.
wash up on a beach.
Did some ocean liner lose some?
Yeah, that's part of my in Legacy. That's I bring that up when we talk about
that
Legacy
happens
merch.
occasionally. There's still a beach. I can look it up easily. That like certain Lego pieces still wash up on. Have you heard of that before?
Yes, I have.
You've heard of that one? Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome?
That's crazy.
Like you're out looking for a conch shell, and then you find like a 2x4 piece you've been looking for.
Yeah, like holy shit, I can finish this.
Yeah, something went off.
Duplo of the sea.
Some big storage container went to the ocean.
It's a good brand of tuna.
Cracked
isn't it?
open. A beach full of Legos.
Just a beach full of Legos.
That's how God intended it.
Sounds like a weird Brian Wilson album.
Oh,
No.
man. Okay, that's what
when he
said.
steps on them, it's the most melodically
It's a
painful
very
thing you've ever
melodic
heard.
pain.
Sonically, it's beautiful.
Ouch, John B. Yeah.
Garfield, as you mentioned, is the creation of Jim Davis, a Muncie, Indiana native, so he's a Midwest boy.
Okay.
While working at the Pendleton Times as an assistant to T.K. Ryan on the comic strip Tumbleweeds, he began coming up with his own strips. His comic, Norm Nat, saw publication in the Times from 73 to 75, but was met with little success and could not get picked up for syndication. After a conversation with his editor, who praised his art and his jokes, but also stated that no one can identify with the bug, Davis set out to figure out what people could be drawn toward and landed on cats. Borrowing from his grandfather's name and demeanor, Davis conceived Garfield, but the original strip in the Pendleton Times was originally titled John. 2 weeks after Gnome Nat ended, John made its debut in the Pendleton Times on January 18th of 76. The original iteration would remain largely unknown until YouTuber Quentin Hoover, no relation, but I'm always proud of a Hoover that has a come up, much like Colleen Hoover as well, rediscovered it in 2019 and created a video essay for his channel, Quentin Reviews. I've seen a couple of his things, pretty damn good.
Okay.
John would be renamed to Garfield on September 1st of 77, and by 1978, United Feature Syndicate accepted the strip for national syndication. The last Pendleton Times strip ran on March 2nd of 1978, with the syndicated strip debuting in 41 newspapers on June 19th of 78. The Chicago Sun-Times has a bit of infamy in the strip's national beginnings, as the paper dropped the strip after a test run, only for it to be reinstated after a deluge of complaints.
Wow, people really loved it immediately.
They took to it.
Now, late 70s, but before that,
It's the Carter administration.
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff does predate.
Heathcliff is the orange cat before Garfield.
It's terrorizing the neighborhood. Garfield's too lazy to terrorize.
Oh, yeah. He terrorizes...
Heathcliff's mixing it up.
Yeah. Garfield terrorized what's in his
He
immediate
terrorizes
vicinity.
his owner.
Yeah, within the confines of the house.
5-foot radius.
Heathcliff's out there. He's got like
He's
some weird
mixing it
Cadillac
up,
or
man.
something, doesn't he?
That's a Cadillac Cats, baby.
Does he ever hang out with them?
I think he did. I think there was like some crossover there.
Now, one cat is like, why'd you make her kind of hot?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Why am I jacking off to
Cleo
a fucking
was a
cat?
sexual awakening for me at 4.
I like that little one with his hat.
I was exposed
though.
to some shit I should not have been exposed to.
Didn't she
early
have like
age.
big fluffy fur like in certain areas? Like they were almost like
it was suggestive.
Yeah.
Like there's a curve at her chest.
Yeah.
There's curves at her hips. She's got a bit of a butt with the tail.
You're looking at me, but you're not seeing me. You're seeing her.
Oh, I'm seeing Cleo, man.
And just know
And
that
she had leg warmers too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I remember the leg warmers.
Ooh. I may have told Shauna to invest in some ringer tube socks.
You guys should do that. And, do some role playing.
Oh God, I'll wear the hat.
Get a tail. You know how that works, right?
Yeah, you know where it goes in.
Yeah, I do.
They have those
Hey.
My Little Pony
Dustin.
things.
Dustin. I know where it goes.
I used to like I said, occasionally, very rarely see U.S. Acres, but I liked reading the funny papers.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I feel like I didn't get the paper growing up. So like if
You
I
didn't get a daily?
Sunday Journal.
No.
that was the only time they had the good comics.
you go like a
I disagree.
Well, like the like singular section,
Or is
the
like
true comics.
Okay,
section.
so you're talking like a bit at like I'm taking
all
this.
of them are in it. Yeah, they would read.
It's all in color.
Get
it's
the ads. The comics are
It's
mine.
at least 1, 2, 3, 4 pages.
Yes.
not the one.
You get your Crankshaft. You get your Rex Morgan, MD. Mary
some
Worth is hanging out.
Sly Fox.
you get your family
Sly Black
circus at the
Fox.
bottom.
Yeah.
High and Lois.
Sure.
Beetle Bailey.
Don't sleep on
Beetle
Marmaduke.
Bailey.
Hagar the Horrible.
If you're into it, you got Rex Morgan, MD.
I already said him.
You got Judge Parker. You got Prince Valiant.
For better or worse.
You got Modesty Blaze. You know?
If you're in certain metro areas, you're getting the Spider-Man strip. You're getting Tarzan.
Derek and I have known each other since we were 7 years old.
You're my oldest friend, Jay.
Coming up on 40 years practically.
God damn it.
And I tell you what, we did a lot of drawing when we were young, and I think a lot of my drawing
sure shit did.
can be traced back to newspapers and comic books.
Okay.
Because I remember my dad was like, my dad is, he's born in the late 50s. He's like, I really like Beetle Bailey. I always thought he was very funny.
Yeah,
I
fuck
like-
Sad Sack.
Yeah, Beetle Bailey and Sarge.
Yeah.
That was my dad's business. So like, if my dad liked it, I was like, oh, that's okay, cool. So I think I would draw Beetle Bailey. I would draw,
I did too.
I would draw stuff that was.
You're
in the
actually very
comics.
good at drawing Beetle Bailey, as I recall.
Oh yeah,
You gotta get them freckles right.
Oh yeah, he was always napping, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's tired.
Like, oh, Beetle, what are you getting into now?
He never got a solid.
Wait a minute. You're supposed to be peeling those potatoes, not sleeping behind them, Beetle.
tired.
He's not eating his MREs or whatever.
What the hell is
Yeah.
Sarge going to do
Sarge is a
now?
real son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He was a real son of a bitch. Bit of a bruiser.
But I always that's maybe if I could trace my love of drawing back anywhere, it was probably to that.
The daily
It
comic
is
strips
daily
or the
comics
weekly in your case?
And daily it would be black and white. But yeah, on Sundays
Yeah.
you get the color ones.
You got Peanuts on the front page, of course.
I didn't care about the local news. If
Yeah.
if I came across a newspaper,
Sarah Fox.
I was looking for I wanted to see the funnies.
Yep.
I wanted to read the funnies. I looked forward to them.
Now, if you were... So we got the Daily Times.
Yeah.
I of course I went to TV listings, I went to pop culture stuff, and I went to the funnies. But you had to be aware of certain other comics that would show up, and one in particular was In the Bleachers. It was a sports centric kind of Far Side-esque
Okay.
comic.
How did we skip Farside? My God. Yeah.
I used to have a daily calendar.
Same.
Here's the thing: like there was a while we didn't, at least the papers we were getting, I didn't have Far Side. Once we started getting the Pekin Daily Times when we lived in Market Heights, I had it daily. But like when we lived in the East Peoria, I think we only got the Star. I think we only got the Journal Star on Sundays, and there was no Far Side in it.
Did you look forward to reading though In the Bleachers?
Yeah, every day. Like once I started picking up the newspaper and like, oh, there's comics here, and I can read. And I found In the Bleachers. I'd cut them out.
Yeah.
Like I'd cut out like Far Sides and Non Sequitur and In the Bleachers. I cut those out. And if you remember those old Market Heights houses, almost all the doors were made of fucking steel. So I'd have magnets and just magnet all these different comic strips on the back of my door.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. So
Magnets.
hell yeah. How do they work?
And my little bookcase, my humble little bookcase at the bottom is
More of a barrister case, really, but
Thank you. Is I think all 4 installments of the Far Side stuff. That's one I really did love growing up. If you want to talk about like Mount Rushmore of comedic influences.
Oh,
Gary
yeah.
Larson is probably one of those guys.
Oh yeah, he's not related to Dan Larson.
I don't think that's true. Actually, I think
They're not.
What about Gary Olson?
He's not related to Glenn Larson either.
From KZ 93.3, Gary Olson.
Yeah, that guy too. Or Space Ghost.
Pronounced different and spelled different. It's fucking
That was
crazy.
Gary Owens, wasn't it?
Yes.
The genius of like a lot of these things are like 3 panels, right?
Yeah.
Farsight had a panel,
1 panel,
and he's like, "What can I convey?"
Guys, you want to stop talking about Garfield and just talk about Farsight?
I think that it probably will deserve its own episode. But like,
absolutely.
What? How can I convey something in one? And it's the simplicity, and like I think maybe it was like Seinfeld who would talk about. It's like so many people want to expound on their jokes or drama. It's like, what can I take away? What can I mince something down to the absolute?
How far can you distill it down?
And what was it? Norm Macdonald used to say too. He loved. What's that guy's name?
Stephen Wright.
No, the Henny Youngman.
Okay.
He said the
Take
great.
my wife, please. That guy.
The greatest, 3-word setup, 1-word punchline. It's the most concise joke like in history.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect joke. Take my wife, please. Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen Wright, great one-liners.
Oh, he's great.
And
Yeah.
Hedberg was kind of like that, but he'd expound upon them a
little more
little
so.
bit. Yeah. But yeah, I totally
I saw a
dig
wino
that-
with some grapes.
that
I said,
kinda
dude,
comedy.
you got to wait.
Yeah.
Larson, just 1 panel.
Yep.
Well, and like what
It
would
was my
get even
fave, too.
crazier is if not just 1 panel, but when he would have that 1 panel, no words.
Yeah.
And it would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Not even like a character holding a sign, just a sight gag. So, anywho. So Garfield would become a cultural phenomenon and licensing goldmine rather quickly, cementing his place in pop culture from the 70s into the consumer-driven 1980s. And animated adaptations happened swiftly, with Garfield making his animated debut in The Fantastic Funnies, which aired on May 15th of 1980. In this special, Garfield would be voiced by Scott Beach, but the definitive Garfield that us 80s and 90s kids remember would step into the role for the primetime special Here Comes Garfield, airing October 25th of 1982 and starring Lorenzo Music
Hell yeah.
as Garfield. 11 more specials would follow between 1983 and 1991. All the while, merchandise of all sorts continued to be made available everywhere. Based on the character's overall global appeal, coupled with the success of the initial animated specials, an animated series was inevitable. Starring Lorenzo Music as Garfield, the show also featured the voice talents of Tom Hughes, Desiree Goyette, Howard Morris, Julie Payne, and God damn it, Frank Welker as well.
Tom Hughes, I think he'd be in another line of work with
You
him
really
like
do?
that.
I don't know what you mean.
Huge.
Huge.
It's huge.
Oh, politics.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. State representative written all over that name. The theme song would change over the show's impressive tenure, with Friends Are There for the first 2 seasons.
Ladies and gentlemen, Garfield and Friends.
Friends are there.
To help you get started, to give you a push on your way.
Friends are there.
To turn you around, get your feet on the ground for a brand new day.
They'll pick you up when you're down.
Help you swallow your pride when something inside's got to break on through to the other side.
Friends are someone you can open up to.
When you feel like you're ready to flip,
When you've got the world on your shoulders.
friends are there to give you a tip.
Friends are there when you need them. They're even there when you don't.
For a walk in the park, or a shot in the dark, friends are there.
I don't care.
But friends will care for you.
We've got to stop that chicken from writing on my logo every week.
We're Ready to Party, opening the show from seasons 3 through 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, Garfield and Friends.
We're ready to party. We're ready. I hope you bring lots of spaghetti. I'm scared.
Come on in, come to the place where fun never ends. Come on in, it's time to party with Garfield and Friends. Dancing,
Fiesta.
romancing,
Siesta.
samba,
La Bamba. Ay, caramba! Disguises! Surprises! And pies of all sizes!
Come on in, come to the place where fun never ends. Come on in, it's time to party with Garfield and friends. Come on in, it's time to party with Garfield and friends. Garfield and friends.
Enough of this entertainment jazz. Let's have some commercials.
And Garfield and Friends rap.
He's fat and he's lazy. He sleeps and he's so crazy. He's funky and he's groovy. He's grumpy. He's moody. He's my main cat, Garfield.
That's me.
Buzzing little ears on the top of his head. Eyelids hanging down like he just got out of bed. A busting dialect, he's a cat, and I know that. Even with the sounds, you can really get down. Singing with words, spells disaster. But Garfield's a cat and remains the master. Juggle, rabble, babble, he's a cat, and I know that. But sticking with the fact, we can take you on back. He's so fat, and he loves the lasagna. Eating it all with the tiki parmesan. Garfield and friends, here they come, here they come, here they come.
Penelope is singing today, folks, so don't leave any expensive glassware near the TV.
For season 7.
What about Dionne Warwick? That's what Garfield's friends are for.
She's good, isn't she?
Yeah. Elton John and Stevie Wonder are there.
I just like whatever she wears. Just is flowing off of her.
Yeah,
very
she's
yes.
Good.
It's very Stevie Nicks adjacent.
I want a duet with her and Tom Huge.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd watch it.
With Nile Rodgers doing the guitar work.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
I am so I was doing prep work for this episode, and then it said I was typing Garfield and Friends. It says original intro. I was like, oh, I'll listen to that. I don't remember that one.
No.
I really don't remember.
The friends are there.
Yes.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't think so.
That is the only one I remember.
The second one is what
I remember. That one more.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's probably a reason for that on my end. We'll get into that.
The second one is a lot of shots from the show, I think, but meshed together with what they're talking about, like Party Fiesta.
Yeah.
It's a much more like
Lionel Richie.
Yeah, I don't want to say calypso, but yeah, it's maybe a little of that. It's fun. It's pumping you up for the show. It has the same intro where he's like with a cane walking on the fence in the beginning. But that second one's the one I remember, and then the third one,
rap. I was out.
I didn't even hear that.
At that point, we're probably moving past.
And it wasn't on Drew's radar when she was a kid. We did watch some Garfield stuff, but it was the stuff I was familiar with and the TV specials that I owned.
Did you watch in prep for this show that rap version of it? Because I didn't see it.
No, I saw a little clip of it. I think I watched a video from the Nostalgia Critic or whatever.
Sounds about right.
Whatever his name is. And they had a clip of it in there, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now
Dustin puts in the work, goddamn.
You've heard all 3 theme songs. What's your favorite?
Yes, sound off in the comments.
Hit us in the tittis. You're a fan, it sounds like, of the first one. That's the one you remember?
That's what I remember.
That's the one you like the most.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, I get you.
That's what he remembers.
That's what you remember. All right.
That's what I remember.
Okay.
I have a startling revelation when we get to final thoughts.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He saw a man get murdered while watching Garfield.
Yes, there's nothing really to do with the show other than you saw a man.
We're not going to uncover more childhood trauma that we have to fix.
Oh no.
By the end of season 4, stay tuned. Will Jay and I do it? Only Derek knows.
To change the theme song to the show. Rap, if we could.
Yeah.
Do some rap. Oh no, Derek.
Tyson, Miranda.
Derek's in a trance.
I'm just staring in the middle distance.
Works good for a podcast.
Doesn't it though? in a format that's solely audio. Here's what may shock you. Reviews of the series were mostly negative.
What?
Critics cited Garfield as being nothing more than a grouch and questioning why the show even existed with so much Garfield merchandise and product readily available. But at the same time, we've said it before. I've said it before. We'll say it again. These are adults saying this about a kid show. Fuck them.
Fuck you.
The only thing that really mattered was what kids thought, and kids fucking dug it so much so that it lasted 7 seasons.
You know, it's funny, like, there's a long time where if you wanted a review or something, you were buying some sort of periodical, and it was an adult telling you.
Yeah.
And
it was so serious.
I feel like
the prestige.
Well, when we were young, we are children of Nickelodeon, essentially.
Yeah.
The three of us. We grew up when Nickelodeon was at its beginning, probably a little after its beginning, and then at its.
I would still call that its infancy. I mean, you had like. Oh God! What can we throw in it? Importing
Special.
a bunch of shit from Canada. Like Today's Special, like Pinwheel.
We all know
I remember when they're like, let's shove the Filmation Star Trek cartoon on there.
But like in the later '80s, they were dabbling with
original programming.
Yeah, like here's some kids' news, and you would get the occasional
Nick News W5
game shows.
You get the occasional child being able to comment on something or rate something.
Yeah.
And it's a kid's point of view.
I cared what other kids thought.
Whether or not it was a child writing it, it very well could have been an adult writing it for a kid through the eyes. But like today, maybe of the purest forms of that is kids with their cell phones posting shit. You can have a child review anything now, and you're going to find it on YouTube.
What's good? Welcome to Snack Homies, the podcast about snacks with your homies. I'm Brayler here with Kyler and Jason.
What's up?
And fresh from being grounded for spending too many Fortnite bucks in a week, welcome back, Jason. We're low-key 12 years old, except Kyler's 13. He's unk.
Chill.
And we got a guest homie joining us this week, my 16-year-old cousin who is low-key famous on Twitch, Micah. It's an honor.
Nah, chill. Yeah. Now, honor's all mine, fellas. Big fan of the pod.
So, Micah, you're obviously, cool as hell. Tell us about your stream, bro. You talk about facial structure?
Yeah, so I'm a looks-maxing Giga Chad. Basically, I discuss mogging, mandibular growth, and achieving Sigma status by breaking my jawbone.
There are kids giving their honest-to-God reviews.
There's positives and negatives to that. I think it's interesting to have a kid's perspective. Something I thought about doing for a while. I wanted to start doing some videos with Henry.
Explain a child.
Just fun.
Oh.
Henry's swear word of the week.
That's exactly. It was going to be the shorts for it. But you're not far off from what I was going to lean on here. I wanted to do something called You and Me Kid with me and Henry, where we talk about toys and stuff. Mm-hmm. And some of it would be like some of this retro stuff that's coming back, and this is what I grew up with. What do you think of it? Mm-hmm. Or like him talking about what he thinks of some of the stuff he likes, just in his own words.
Do he shoot you down?
I didn't do it, and I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah. But there's
with the
also
word shit. What's that?
But with the word shit.
But with with the word shit.
Shit.
But the other side of that,
shit.
Like you said, though, that there's the concern of that being exploitive. Am I exploiting my son for this? I just thought it would be something fun for him and I to do, but then I'm like, no, that's a bad idea. And on that side of exploitation, you have the Ryan's world of it all, which that is a fucked up.
Their own toy line.
Kid's 30 years old now.
Yeah,
and he's
look into that if you want to go down the rabbit hole. It's fucking,
there's a Netflix documentary about kid influencers and stuff.
Yeah, it's sad, dude.
And
it's fucking sad.
It's a compelling watch, and it's all these YouTube channels, a whole world I never knew existed, and it's depressing to watch from the outside looking in. But I'm glad this stuff's getting out there, and people are talking about it now that they're older.
Kids won't know the gory details, but if you watch a documentary like that, it's like, oh, I don't know who any of these fucking kids are. Your kid will know who they are. They will know. I was in
it's very exploitive.
6 years ago, I was at Universal
That is ultimately
Studios.
what stopped me from being like, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, don't do it. I was at Universal Studios, and my daughter had her cell phone with her. She had a smartphone at the time. She's probably 13, 14, and she says, oh, I don't even remember who it was. She's like, there's an influencer here in the park right now.
Oh, yeah.
And so they were there the same time we were. I don't think we ran across them, but it's like she knew who this person was, and they were relatively famous.
Jackson
in the world of young kid influencers.
But that's weird, isn't it?
We rode the Hulk roller coaster at Universal, and Jackson saw some YouTuber in the line and was low-key freaking out a bit. And he was 13 at this point.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like almost too cool. You know, to that too.
It sounds like you and I had the almost exact same experience.
Yeah.
At the same place. That's pretty wild. Yeah,
So
but there's a whole world of stuff. It's kind of like when we do Radio Rewind.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, hey, this Green Day song charted. I'm like, all right, we got probably 10 more Green Day songs ago. I was like, no, they barely charted with anything. But in our minds, they're like these legends.
Yeah.
And to some degree, they are. But like the things that you think are popular maybe aren't as popular to the older generation.
But they just played the Super Bowl.
I missed that part of it.
They were at the beginning.
Yeah. Were they good?
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, I've seen it in a lot better environments than that.
Did they throw their middle fingers up to ice or anything like that?
No, I think they were pretty handcuffed. They did get bleeped at one point, but their whole thing that they shout about fascists and Trump and stuff, none of that was on there.
Okay.
No. Some people are kind of calling them out about it online today, like, oh, a real punk band would have done it, you know, and this and that.
Well, even if a real punk band would have done it with the time delay, they would have cut it.
Exactly. They got bleeped when they said the F word in, you know, American Idiot or whatever.
Oh, that's what they played?
They played a few songs.
Okay, cool. Good for them.
Now, all good things must come to an end, as is the case with Garfield and Friends, whether by way of changing times or poor decisions by execs. Though a hit for CBS and a strong draw for ratings, the show had become more expensive to make, and headed into the 90s, Saturday morning cartoon blocks were on the downstroke. Furthermore, and this led me down a rabbit hole on an IP or something I'm going to want to cover because I have an affinity for it. CBS as a network was a distant third behind NBC, who had built themselves back up throughout the early 80s, thanks to people like Brandon Tartikoff, for example. And this is after being dead last in the late 70s and into the 80s, as well as ABC, who had maintained a solid and consistent catalog of programming throughout the 80s. Struggles with trying to land a sitcom hit to compete was going poorly, as well, as seen with the case for Charles in Charge. Do you guys know about this?
Willie Ames and Scott Baio star, and as Charles and Buddy, they're best friends.
And they're in charge.
He's a live-in like nanny or
Nanny.
babysitter for a rich family, and then there's girls.
No, I'm not
they're
asking.
kinda cute.
They're very cute. I'm not asking if you know the plot of the show.
Oh.
Do you know the history behind what happened with the show?
New boy in the neighborhood lives downstairs and it's understood. He's there just to take good care of me, like he's one of the family. Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Charles in charge of our wrongs and our rights. And I see I want Charles in charge of me. Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Charles in charge of our wrongs and our rights. And I see I want Charles in charge of me.
Can we just like hear the theme song to Charles in Charge, you think?
By Reliant K or the original?
Hey, Charles, check this out. This is fat.
New boy in the neighborhood lives downstairs and it's understood. He's there just to take good care of me, like he's one of the family. Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Charles in charge of our wrongs and our rights. So I say I want Charles in charge of me. Charles, I love you. watching on your show. Charles and Charles.
Hey, you know
Well,
what?
there's two versions. The
Why
first
not
one
both?
was slow, but the second version of it for the show picked up a little bit. That's where it's at.
You like numero dos?
Yeah.
The new boy in the neighborhood lives downstairs and it's understood. He's there just to take good care of me, like he's one of the family. Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Charles in charge of our wrongs and our rights. And I see I want Charles in charge of me. Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Charles in charge of our wrongs and our rights. And I see I want Charles in charge of me.
Ron Cade did a cover of it, I think, on their first album, and Willie Ames was in his Bible Man era.
Okay.
So he's actually on the track.
Because Reliant K is a Christian band.
They were a Christian band.
Bible Man figure.
And Willie Ames comes in, he's like, hey, check this out. And it's actually Buddy. And it's like, well, that's kind of fun, I guess.
It's a new kid in the neighborhood. He lives downstairs and it's understood. Right? Are these the lyrics?
Yeah.
I can't.
He's one of the family.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Matt Thiessen on solo guitar. He's a bomb.
Jacob, I hope you are enjoying your pick.
I want Charles in charge of me.
Charles in charge
Of our days.
and our
Of
nights.
our days.
Charles in charge
And our nights.
of our wrongs and
And
our
our
rights.
rights.
And I say, I want Charles in charge of me.
He was my dad. He goes by Chuck, though.
He does go by Chuck. Did you ever watch that with him and be like, Dad, it's kind of
Dad,
Yeah.
you're in charge of me.
He'd just be like, that's Chachi.
yeah.
And I was like, you're right. What does that mean?
It
What
probably
does that
was like
mean?
a 2 or 3 year break, right?
So what happened was it real quick.
He was in Alice in Wonderland through the Looking Glass.
I don't want to go too deep in it. Through my research, it happened to pop up. Charles in Charge I was used to seeing it in syndication every day, and I think around here it was on WGN.
Yes, I absolutely remember watching that show.
1,000% remember watching it on WGN. But come to find out, I never knew this until about a week ago.
Here we go.
It started as a weekly syndicated sitcom on CBS. During this time, CBS was desperate for a sitcom hit, and they were throwing all kinds of fucking spaghetti at the wall. And if it didn't stick right away, they canceled it. They wouldn't give it a chance to breathe. They wouldn't give it a chance to change. They wouldn't give it a chance to retool. Dustin, can you get me some alcohol?
I suppose so.
It started as a network show, lasted a season, maybe 2.
But it was produced by Universal.
They retooled it.
They retooled it, and then
Yeah.
Universal's like, fuck this, let's retool it and make it syndicated.
Yeah.
And it went to a daily, Monday through Friday, syndicated show and was a fucking hit.
Juggernaut, baby.
Absolute fucking juggernaut. So
And
please believe Charles in Charge is going to be a fucking episode. It's now on the list.
I was watching the Super Bowl, and I was like, man, I don't want to watch this halftime show. So I switch over to Kid Rock. And who do I see?
Because you're an American.
Who do I see on stage but Scott Baio with Kid Rock?
Yeah!
Another Charles in Charge actor has come out with sexual abuse allegations against Scott Baio.
Alexander Polinsky says he accidentally caught Baio sexually abusing his co-star and was then subjected to humiliation. KCON9's Tom Wade is live at LAPD headquarters tonight with the latest on these accusations. Tom?
And Jeff, I can tell you this is the second actor to now come forward with accusation against Baio. Eggert, one of the other actors, already spoke with LAPD investigators. But right now the big question is what happens next, because Polinsky's saying he wants an apology.
I was sexually harassed by Scott Baio and ultimately assaulted by him between the ages of 12 and 15 years old.
And emotional Alexander Polinsky appeared alongside attorney Lisa Bloom and former co-star Nicole Eggert to describe what he claims was humiliation and sexual abuse at the hands of Scott Baio. Polinsky says Baio began to torment him after he accidentally walked in on Baio assaulting co-star Nicole Eggert.
In the first year of the show, I was 11 or 12, I observed Scott with our co-star Nicole on his lap backstage. I was so naive, I innocently hopped on his lap, expecting to hear a story about Fonzie or Happy Days. Instead of telling us a story, Scott immediately threw me off him and began angrily calling me
Polinsky says the abuse intensified.
Tried to convince me that I was unlovable, defective, and branding me with the most vulgar words for homosexuals that exist.
Eggert several weeks ago first accused Scott Baio of sexual assault during her time on Charles in Charge. She backed up Polinsky's claims.
Our innocence was robbed of us.
Scott is denying each and every one of the allegations that they've made.
Baio's attorney read a statement written by Baio.
For reasons I don't understand, I am the target of false claims that threaten everything that is important in my life. I'm hurt and I'm angry. But mostly, I am stunned that anyone could be so cruel.
And Baio's attorney says there will be no apology because Baio has nothing to be sorry for. Reporting live downtown, I'm Tom Waite. Back to you in the studio.
No, I didn't.
Yeah!
I watched Bad Bunny.
I saw Jessica Alba.
You're a
Pedro
goddamn
Pascal
patriot,
with
Jay.
Bad Bunny.
You know what I watched? I watched Batman the Animated Series because that game was pathetic, the commercials sucked, and I got tired of commercials being like, hey, you should use AI, or hey, here's another fucking website you can use to build your own website, Squarespace.com.
I did watch the Bad Bunny.
I don't even know what movie previews played. I know they rehashed the Supergirl preview that we've already seen.
Okay.
People may have gotten excited for it, and okay, it was interesting because it mirrored a Budweiser commercial, but the Mandalorian and Grogu teaser, to me, was disappointing.
I just saw Send Help, the new Sam Raimi movie, and the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Is it good?
The Mandalorian and Grogu had a trailer before,
but a real trailer.
Yeah, yes,
okay,
yeah, it was a real trailer.
Okay.
Send Help is good.
I do want to see that.
You know, I'm becoming more and more a douchebag. I don't know if that's possible. And
I'll be the judge of that.
I really feel like I was like, who's directing this movie? And it's tough to go wrong with Sam Raimi. He's pretty solid.
Yeah,
like
he's a solid choice.
If you like his style of movie making,
especially like comedic horror and comedic thriller,
yeah,
he's a great guy.
You can't. It's tough to go wrong with him. So I would say if you have any interest in seeing Send Help, go see it. It's good.
And Rachel McAdams and God damn it, what's the kid's name? Dylan.
I thought it was not like Adrian Brody or something.
No.
Or not. No, who's the guy? No, it's Dylan O'Brien.
Dylan O'Brien. O'Brien.
It was this other guy who I can't remember what his name is. I'm gonna find it. Brody something.
Adam Brody.
Yeah, I get.
I could see
OC. Those two look similar.
The older that Dylan O'Brien's getting,
yeah.
I'm convinced there's a Hollywood cloning program. Helen Hunt and Lily Sobieski, Jamie Priestley and Margot Robbie. Come on, man. Javier Bardem and goddamn what's his nuts that played fucking Negan.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Jeffrey Morgan.
Jeffrey Morgan.
Yes,
yeah.
And RDJ.
Okay, maybe they're all three part of it.
That is funny. What was his name? Adam Brody.
Adam Brody.
Yeah, I thought that was him, but it's Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah, it's Dylan O'Brien.
They look very similar to me.
Very similar. Anyways.
Charles in Charge.
So.
Oh, we're past that.
Oh. I was making.
No,
drinks.
they had a hard time landing.
Is that what you call taking a shit?
Depends.
I gotta go make drinks.
That's a hell of a euphemism.
You know what? I'll take one.
Utah, bring me two. No, so as I was saying, they were having a hard time landing a sitcom hit to compete with the other networks. So cost cutting by CEO Lawrence Tisch resulted in CBS losing NFL broadcast rights in 1994, which then led to CBS losing many tenured affiliates to the burgeoning Fox network, who outbid them for the NFL rights. And due to these factors, CBS proposed renewing the show for another season with significant budget cuts, but it was determined that the show was still doing great and earning in syndication, so they pulled a gadget and started living off those sweet, sweet residuals.
Why make another season when the reruns are doing so well?
Well, and not only that, man, Saturday morning was on a downstroke. You had a lot more stringent...
You're talking by the mid-90s there.
Yeah, you had the rise of cable, and I mean, you had stuff like
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network
Boomerang.
had 24-hour fucking cartoon
Disney
stream.
Channel.
Come on,
Nickelodeon.
But
Nick Jr.
Not only that, FCC guidelines started getting stricter in the '90s thanks to fucking Tipper Gore.
What's that sneaking on my CD? Is that some kind of warning to protect me? Freedom and choice needs a stronger boss. You can't step at the source, but you can't stop creating thoughts. Simple, come on, ain't you been digging it out? Sample on me, we'll show you what it's like to be free. Simple, come on. It's just as much for the real
Thanks, Tipper.
You know, thanks to... Well, and honestly, it started with the Bush administration. 1988, moving into the 90s, you had people clamping at the Children's Television Act and shit like that. Gone was the freewheeling...
Jelly bean,
finger on the nuke.
The Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun.
Star Wars, yeah. Ronald Reagan, FCC deregulation.
Well,
and it was starting to.
Where do you get your water way out there in South Beacon?
Well,
okay.
Well, water.
I like that very much. So, anyways, it went bye-bye. But that, of course, leads us to my favorite part.
What can Derek buy?
Yeah.
Yes, the legacy and merch of it all.
I'm going to guess not only are there TV trays, I bet there's like 12 different TV trays.
Here's the thing. I usually love the legacy and merch section, especially the merch section, because I love the toys. I love the ephemera. There is a lot.
Oh my God, is there?
There's so much, because part of the genius of Jim Davis was creating Paws Incorporated, which he created specifically to market and merchandise fucking Garfield.
Was it just to merchandise, or was it like just to have everything Garfield, whether it is comics or books or TV or movie, everything under one roof?
Or a beach towel that I definitely used as a child.
Nice.
I fucking had
years.
that.
Summer, that's Garfield eating a purple popsicle.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
He's double fisting purple popsicles.
God, nothing tastes better than purple,
and it
right?
just says summer exclamation point with the melting
hell yeah
purple.
Yeah, that was my towel for years.
The short answer to your question, yes.
Not just the merchandise, but just
yes.
everything.
Just everything.
I mean, it's
because when he did that, he was able to reclaim ownership of everything except for shit originally ran in the Pendleton Times, I think.
He when something starts to pick up steam like that, you have to create like a production company or something
it really
to house
showed that
everything.
guy's fucking business acumen. Because how many artists don't fucking do that?
He's probably worth $200 million today.
He was very smart, because a lot of artists get fucked. They get screwed over.
Let me ask you this. What is the appeal of Garfield? You mentioned earlier that the critics called him an old grump. That's exactly what it is. Garfield himself is kind of he's an asshole.
He's just a sardonic ass. And it's funny.
Okay.
And I think he really truly what's the Triumph the Insult Comic Dog song? Cats are cunts. I love cats, but cats are kind of
cash for kids. But what'd you say?
Well, cash for clunkers,
toys for tots.
I also
I know,
and
I
it
know
doesn't.
all
It
those, but
doesn't.
you said something else
It doesn't matter how I know about this. Cash for plumpers, but anyways,
that's a pay to play site.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Speaking of that,
you can find free clips.
I got woke up Sunday morning by
Please tell me pornography.
a security alert that somebody tried to use one of my credit cards for a $400 purchase on OnlyFans.
Oh, fuck off.
They logged
OnlyFans.
They logged.
God bless the women making money on
Florida, and somehow got a hold of my credit card number, and Capital One's like, this seems a little sus based on your purchase history. Is this you? And I'm like, it most certainly is not.
We're like, we know that Dustin loves pornography, but he never pays for it.
Yeah, for free.
Come on.
He never pays for his
do
puss.
not understand
That's right.
paying for pornography.
For $400, she better be in the bed next to me.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Because you're not paying her to fuck her. You're
No,
paying her to
it's
leave.
paying for the plane
And I
ticket.
learned that from a movie.
You pay her to leave.
You pay her to leave. I learned that from Four Brothers.
That was Charlie Sheen, I think, right?
Probably
I think it was Charlie Sheen's like,
it's a general shitbag thing to say.
you don't pay a hooker to fuck him. You pay him to leave.
Pay him to leave.
And then winning.
Tiger blood. I
Yeah.
kicked 10 grand rocks.
So thankfully, Capital One caught it, and I was like,
Hey, man.
Yeah, that ain't me. I'm laying in bed trying to sleep right now.
Hi.
Oh, it was you?
What's in your wallet?
That was it. You that tried to do?
Turns out it was Jennifer Garner the whole time.
The whole time was Jennifer Garner trying to see some feet
She's got a
pics.
problem. Her and Duchovny got a real fucking problem.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, here's the thing, man. We could devote an entire episode or two to the continuing media franchise that is Garfield. The show was syndicated globally for years. It has been collected in home media, and the rights to Garfield and Friends is currently held by Paramount after their acquisition of Paws Incorporated, the licensing company that Jim Davis
So it's on
started
Paramount.
for merchandising. I do believe the original
Paramount
series
Plus.
is on Paramount.
I know a
Plus.
couple seasons are on YouTube.
But
That's what I
no,
watched.
Paramount bought Paws Incorporated in 2019. Garfield spawned movies, additional cartoons and series. He made the leap to CGI. Brick and Mortar Breckenmeyer brought John to life on the big screen, and in an odd twist, Bill Murray would voice Garfield. Bill Murray's character, Peter Venkman, would be voiced by Lorenzo Music in the 1980s. The real Ghostbusters. So
both work with Frank Welker.
Yes, indeed.
Slimer. Right?
Everybody works with him, man.
Do you know why Bill? You've heard the story why Bill Murray took the role for?
I don't. Let me just say this real quick.
Yeah, I don't want. I wasn't going to tell you.
Okay, I don't want to know. The long and the short of it, it's just picture an item. Now picture Garfield. He is likely on it. Like you said, TV trays. There are likely 12 to 13.
There's a
versions.
Garfield sombrero out there.
I probably. Even whether
like,
licensed or not.
I feel like the sombrero is in the opening to that middle intro. You know, like
I think a sombrero
the
shows
party
up.
one. Yeah,
I think it shows up.
I was just looking right across from me.
Please do tell me about why Bill Murray took.
Now
was it a dare?
Now I want to know.
No, let me look it up here.
Now
real
I
quick.
want to know, Jack.
I want
and if you don't tell me, I'm going to be very upset.
I won't.
Okay.
Well, you're more agreeable.
So 2004, Garfield the movie.
That was 2004.
Yeah, Drew saw it. I didn't watch that one.
That came out when we lived together?
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, that was one that
Jesus
was
Christ.
like, you can watch this. I'm going to do something else in the other room.
We're fucking old, man.
Yeah.
Now, this doesn't line up with what I know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Boy, that's disheartening. Okay. Oh, here. This does. So the story goes. Bill Murray does. He has. I'm sure he does, but it says that he does not have a cell phone.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
It's if you want to get hold of Bill Murray,
I don't believe that, but
there is a phone number that you can call.
Yeah.
And occasionally he will check his messages, and if he wants to, he will get back with you. And so somewhere along the way, someone left him a message and say, "Hey, Bill, they're making a Garfield movie. This is 2003, 2004. We want you to be the voice of Garfield."
Yeah.
And one of the writers is Joel Cohen. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, because seriously for 30, 40 years now, Joel, I believe Ethan Coen,
yeah.
the Coen brothers, have been making genuinely
amazing movies. Would they start with Raising Arizona? I think it was like
if
the first
not
big
that,
one
that's one of their first ones.
I think that was the
very
second one.
early.
That
Coen
like
brothers.
Blood Simple and
Blood Simple was before.
the Hudsucker Proxy,
Lebowski.
I mean, these are going back to the 80s. These guys have been making really high quality movies, really interesting, almost auteur movies.
No Country for Old Men.
And Bill Murray's like, oh man, that's what's bizarre that one of the Coen brothers is writing the Garfield movie. He's like, you know what? If it's just audio, voice work, I'll do it. Come and find out, it's not the Joel Coen.
Of course not.
It's another guy.
A Joel.
It's another guy. But that's the story, is that he took it because he thought he was going to be working with one of the Coen brothers. And he would go on, I think, to make a second one. And it's even...
It ended up being a Coen brother.
Yes.
Yeah, and a joke in the first Zombieland.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone, like...
Do you have any regrets?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe Garfield?
Yeah. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. Maybe Garfield.
As it relates to merch, I'll tell you what, I'll rattle off some of my favorites. The things that really stand out to me. If there's anything you guys can think of, like, I remember this, and God damn it,
I already showed you my beach towel.
Sweet, sweet beach towel. There is, of course, the suction cup Garfield that you would put in your car.
Sure.
I still think those are great. Garfield PVCs. Those are something, like, if I saw them or saw them on eBay, I'd absolutely snatch them up. In high school, and actually up until about, Jesus Christ, late 2000s, probably about 2010, 2011, I had a huge Pez dispenser collection, and I had all the Garfield ones were part of it. Currently, I have the Garfield cake pan with the plastic eye insert. That is
I had a Garfield birthday cake.
That is earmarked to be sent to friend and fan Gary, who it pops up on Geek Dad Life. I have that set aside for him to mail to him in North Carolina. That is his.
Yeah, my mom decorated it.
I think we had one, maybe. Garfield lamp, which, if you remember, the Garfield in Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue was the lamp. That lamp was a real thing because it was in the Sears catalog.
He came alive in that show, right?
It was in the
Garfield
Sears...
is alive.
This Garfield is alive. It was in the Sears wish book that Andrew Allison and I went through on Retro Cavalcade leading up to Christmas. And, of course, Garfield phones. Do you know the lore behind these?
No, I do know.
I teased it earlier.
Back in the kitschy 60s and 70s, there was that black wall. I think it was a clock.
Felix the cat clock.
Yeah, his eyes.
And there were
a
couple others. There was a poodle. There was an owl.
But mainly,
you see all three
mainly
of those.
Mainly the black cat
Felix.
one. His eyes would go back and forth, and his tail would wag with the clock.
Yeah,
and I feel like that spawned this whole what kind of appliances can we turn into either
I still want
animals
Felix
or
the cat
beloved
clock.
characters. And I don't know why they made the Garfield one, but it kind of existed in a time of don't you love sports, right? Well, if you get Sports
Illustrated football phone.
There's a football. There's all a foot shoe. I used to have a shoe phone.
You had a shoe phone?
I used to have.
I had a Ferrari phone.
I wish I still had it.
That was a Get Smart style, right?
It was a wearable
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. But what's the story behind the Garfield telephone?
So, for the last 35 years, those have been washing up on shore because there was a freighter that wrecked in, I don't know if it was the Pacific or the Atlantic.
Okay. One of them.
I'm guessing from the Pacific coming to the California coast. But for the last 35 years, you will still have Garfield phones wash up on shore.
Someone document this?
Because,
Is there a website
there's
that tracks them?
there's shit on YouTube about it.
Where's my Garfield?
About them still washing up.
Those.
There was a freighter, and it got knocked off course or something and wrecked.
Yeah.
And to this day, there are still Garfield phones washing up on shore.
I
Not
doubt
unlike
they
the Lego
work
thing.
with the water intake, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
They look bitched up.
I had the collector's glasses, which I still do.
You and I were just at Matilda's the other night, and we're drinking. I was drinking.
You were.
I have one in the retro office that you gifted me. I
had the books.
McDonald mugs.
Were they McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not friend of this show necessarily, but Radio Rewind, the owner of Matilda.
I'd love to have her on if she ever checked her Facebook and responded to a message. But
owner of a bar in Peoria, it's a vintage kind of feel in that bar, and some of the glasses she will use are those Garfield mugs. And I was just drinking an old fashioned, I guess.
I drink an old fashioned out of one of them sons of bitches.
Yeah, I read a bunch of the books.
We can't get Derek out of the house though.
No,
he's good for like once a year.
That's not true.
I invited him to 38
true.
special on Friday, and he was not able to go.
Here comes the excuse.
Holding on loosely because Shauna had a haircut, and I understood.
It wasn't Friday. Was it?
It was Friday.
Thursday
night.
we went to Ghost. Friday was 38 special.
Thursday you went to Ghost, and
Saturday was
out.
Starvoo Valley.
I was out fucking.
But you weren't.
cold.
But we're talking about 38 special.
I really wanted to go, but there was no way it was.
It wasn't feasible. I told him at short notice.
Fuck, what was going on that night?
A haircut.
This is what we're talking about.
No,
you know what? We're about the same age, but we're in different phases of our life.
Yeah, you
And-
guys, your daughters are grown up.
And
My
we
kid
would,
is
we would
6.
love. We would
Don't
love, we would
call
love-
me daughter.
Don't call him daughter. Okay,
I'll call
That's
him
that
Dustin.
pilot. And Jay and Derek said it's real good. That's my Pearl Jam song.
Okay,
we'll let you do what you want with that.
You do whatever you want, boo boo.
But we'd love to get you out of the house more, but I just don't think it's. I don't.
You know
I don't
what?
see it
Here's
happening.
my dedication
I don't
to
see it
you
happening.
and the Yesterdaze listeners. I will get out of the house more in 2026. I want to get out more. I think it'll be good for me.
Pizza party will be in December.
Mm-hmm. We'll see you then.
I might say, motherfucker.
Garfield. Charles in charge.
Final thoughts on it.
It's great. It's a good franchise. I understand why we're doing an episode on it. It's a competent patron
Did
pick.
you love the cartoon?
I watched it.
Because specifically, Jacob picked the cartoon, but I
Yeah.
figured it's a good opportunity to talk about.
Yeah, we don't need to
just
double dip.
Garfield as a whole.
No, I did watch Garfield and Friends. U.S. Acres was okay. I didn't tune out during those portions. I did watch the entire program. And, yeah, for, I would say probably 2 to 3 years. That's probably being generous, but it was part of my Saturday morning rotation. I feel it was ever evolving. I didn't have a set schedule. It's just whatever's on, whatever I'm feeling. But Garfield was something I
You were
watched
feeling Garfield?
regularly.
Okay.
So, yeah, I have familiarity with the subject. And the holiday specials are some of my favorites. If you've listened to the back catalog, we picked our favorite Christmas specials
Garfield
in
was part of
season
that.
2, I believe.
It might have been. Yeah, I think that was Christmas. Yeah, it was Christmas season 2. Because
So-
Grace was on that. It was before she went to go become a cop.
Yeah, and I selected Garfield Christmas. I watched it again this year, even though we talked about it 2 years ago. That's an annual viewing for me.
It's a good one to go back to. Absolutely. Jay, what about you, buddy?
Well, I think we all watched the show because we're all familiar with different intros of the program. So there's that familiarity that we have. I absolutely watched the cartoon with some regularity. It's probably a year or two of watching that show off and on when it came on. I did like Garfield because the vertical integration of seeing it in the newspapers and then being able to watch the cartoon and then the suction cup Garfields that you put in the windows of cars. I mean, it was just everywhere.
Yeah.
It was the Olsen twins and Kiss. It's like the extreme branding that goes with all that
ubiquitous
shit.
kind of nature of it all.
I did have the books, the little I don't know,
Garfield at large.
Yeah, a little bigger than a
like
postcard.
Oh yeah,
you just flip through. It's a
They're
bunch
the
of
long boys
compilations. I still run across them at garage sales to this day. I don't pick them up. I don't think that I need them. Garfield was never my favorite comic. I did like it though. I did like reading it. I just don't feel the need to collect it. But the stuff's still out there. You can still come across Garfield stuff. Definitely, I'll piggyback on what Dust said. It's definitely worthy of an episode. Not only Garfield and Friends, but Garfield as a whole. So
for sure,
I was, and to some degree maintain being a fan. Even though I will say that Garfield is an asshole.
Yeah. He's an asshole.
That's all right.
But goddamn if he's not right about lasagna.
Now, you guys have talked about drawing in the past. I wasn't a very avid doodler, but when I was learning
drawers.
when I was learning how to use the grid system in art class, I selected a Garfield comic strip, and I did a grid drawing of Garfield in his little box cat bed with a blanket pulled over him. And it was probably one of the best large-scale drawings I ever did in my life. Yeah. And I had to color it and everything and got to put it on display at the school, and I felt all special for a little while.
So basically you're talking about seeing a photo, laying a grid over that, and then with another empty grid, recreating that picture.
Yeah, but changing the dimensions of it, because this is a little comic square.
It's like a 1-to-2 ratio.
Yeah, and I'm doing a bigger scale.
We did it in 8th grade.
But doing it in these, you do one box at a time, essentially.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't know if that was something you guys, used on your own drawing.
Well, I did that in art class for part of 8th grade was you'd find a picture in a magazine and do a portrait. I can remember a guy named Zach Keaty would remember this guy. His name was Brandon Smith. He did a really decent David Letterman. I picked some kid that looked silly, in my opinion, from a Tylenol ad or children's Tylenol ad. I can't remember what Zach did, but he had a really good one. I do remember. But Zach is a really good artist.
I think Zach still utilizes that.
It's a very effective
My David
method.
Bowie picture that I have that he drew, I think he used a grid method for
It's a very effective way to recreate an image and draw it yourself.
Yeah.
Now, as far as drawing cartoon characters, we never did that. We just drew them.
Yeah. If you had a blank pad of quality paper, for us, I think it was worth its weight in gold.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's like...
The best was hanging out and your mom be like, hey, we're going to go down to Eagle. Why don't I get you boys a couple poster boards?
Poster boards are the best, yeah. Yeah. Poster boards are pretty good. Because, a lot of times...
we'd fill those sons of bitches.
At school, you're relegated to lined paper. Get those...
If you're lucky, the teacher
fucking
has
lines.
a stack of leftover dittos where the backside's white and you can
get those lines off my drawing. I want an all-white background.
Yeah. Or dad or grandpa has one of those giant desk calendars. Peels it off. Here you go, buddy.
Garfield was too easy for you guys to draw. That
Garfield was pretty easy for us.
Yeah, it was simple, but it was. I like drawing that kind of stuff. And any comic or any cartoon thing, I would like to replicate.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun to draw it. I kind of have a little bit of a startling revelation.
Oh boy.
So I'd watched some Garfield and Friends, and I kind of enjoyed it. I was not a big Garfield and Friends fan.
Yeah.
Now, I loved the comic. Loved fucking merchandise.
Shocker.
Because, I liked the aesthetic.
Yeah.
And the style. Even older, because what we know Garfield as now, not counting the CGI shit, he kind of took form in the early 80s. But even the mid to late 70s version of Garfield, that was more cat-like. I like that. I like that aesthetic. I like that art style. But cartoon-wise, I wasn't a huge, aside from the specials, I wasn't a huge Garfield kid. I was a Heathcliff kid.
Yeah.
I was a huge Heathcliff kid.
I would watch them both.
Yeah, I'd watch them both, but
same.
Made to make a decision. You have to pick one. I'm picking Heathcliff.
Nah, you know what Heathcliff doesn't have? Fucking Lou Rawls.
Well, he's a fat cat, a cool cat, nobody's cool cat, but look out, cause here comes Garfield. He never keeps fit, he's too hip, he likes his catnip, but look out, cause here comes Garfield. He's always got to be one up on ya, and he will beat you to the punch every time. He gives up anything for lasagna, unless he has to give up on his nap time. Well, he's a neat cat, a fun cat, Mr. Number One cat. He knows what life is all about. Here comes Garfield. Look out, here comes Garfield. Look out, I said, here comes Garfield. So you better look out.
Damn. The Chicago Soul Man singing in the background of so many Garfield cartoons.
That is true.
That's...
But Garfield does have a cat I want to fuck.
I love
Heathcliff.
What's that?
You mean Heathcliff or Garfield?
Heathcliff. Did I say Garfield? I've been drinking.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. Well, I wouldn't have known at the age I did who Lou Rawls was. I would have found him much later in life.
I'm surprised you wouldn't have.
But that just helped part of my old soul. You know, it was like, oh yeah, I dig this guy. Who's this? Yeah, Lou Rawls. Okay.
I did like Lou Rawls. Like I like you. I didn't know it was Lou Rawls at the time, but I liked that guy's. I liked his voice.
Yep.
I liked hearing it. So it's not that I didn't like Garfield. Just when it came to the cartoon, like as far as series, I preferred Heathcliff. I was a Heathcliff kid.
It's a good theme song too.
Absolutely. But you know what? If there's nothing else to say about Garfield, we are going, and Garfield and his friends, we are going to go ahead and kick the commercial, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Do you know me?
Who cares?
That, of course, is Garfield. He's fat,
Full figure.
ill-mannered, and to think I created him. But sometimes when I travel without the tubby tabby, people don't know my name, so I carry the American Express card, and wherever I go, folks treat me like a fat cat.
Fat chance.
To apply for the card, look for an application and take one.
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
Fans, please.
Mr. Garfield, welcome to Embassy Suites Hotel.
My room.
Oh, all our rooms are really two-room suites for the price of a single room.
Beautiful. Don't change a thing.
The living room, sir.
Love what you've done with this room.
The bedroom.
This is great. I need my space.
And of course, you'll want to take advantage of Embassy Suites' free breakfast.
Food.
Served every morning.
At Embassy Suites, you don't have to be a fat cat to enjoy the sweet life.
I resemble that remark. Watch out. Here's talking Garfield.
Face it, you're a wimp.
Hey, way to go, athletic Garfield.
Oh boy, lasagna.
Dig in, gourmet Garfield.
Here's a cute little friend for you, Tootsie.
I hate cute.
Yeah, grumpy Garfield. Watch out for all three talking Garfields for you and your kids, wherever Mattel toys are sold.
Archie Leach,
Darling.
darling, Estelle, is a lawyer who's in love with a thief, who's hiding the key to a small fortune
To 20 million.
from a killer called Otto.
Are you totally deranged? Friend old chap.
A crazy called Ken. And only a fish called Wanda knows where it is.
Where are the diamonds?
A fish called Wanda.
Hello, Wanda.
Rated R. Starts Friday. Check newspaper for a theater near you.
Are we considered Garfield's friends now after doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we are
some of the friends.
Friends of Garfield.
If not, at the very least, we're well-wishers.
FOGs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, let's shut this down.
Living that fog life.
Meowie wowie, what a terrific patron-picked episode. Despite Garfield's usual sentiments, this whole damn thing makes me hate Mondays far, far less. That's it on Garfield and Friends, but come close out February with us next Monday, yes, as we do so with a cavalier devil-may-care level of gusto with yet another patron pick, a producer pick by way of Lovely Mo. Brace yourself, gang, and crack that whip as we look back at Indiana Jones. I'm looking forward.
Ooh, give the pass a slip. Am I right? Step on a crack.
Break your mama's back.
Garfield, 2004, 2006 movies. Breckenmeyer and Bill Murray.
Breckenmeyer, I think is how you say it. Or is it brick and mortar?
It's
6.5, 12 the other.
Yeah, either pronunciation's fine. 2024, Chris Pratt and Samuel Jackson in the Garfield movie. I did not see that one. And I don't know if you guys
wanted to see it, but we still haven't watched it.
Are you familiar with this phenomenon? There is, in terms of like new Garfield, there's like dark Garfield memes. Are you familiar with these?
I've heard tell of this, but I try not to go down.
Have you seen this, Dustin?
Because it's
these are some very dark, like grotesque, like John Krzyzewski detailed.
It's
What's
like
Odie
modern.
look like?
It's like modern ash can.
John's got to be a nightmare.
It's modern ash can fucked up art.
This is Garfield creepypastas.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's this one says, "I no longer require eyes, John," and he's like a mutated version.
Do they have Slender Garf?
There's a version where he almost looks like some sort of
centipede.
Giant centipede.
I don't care for any of that.
You don't like that stuff?
No.
Whatever keeps him relevant, as far as I say. This is some kind of self-replicating demonic angel Garfield.
Oh, great.
Yeah, just real kind of dark, creepy shit.
The internet's full of fucking dipshits.
Basically, mutated, gross versions of Garfield kind of hunting down or scaring a tiny John Arbuckle.
Barfield.
I don't like
Barfield?
I don't like any of that.
There's another one. John, I require lasagna.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
I feel like Monday I wear this shirt. Tuesday I wear a Daniel Johnston shirt. That's, they're very nearly the same. But yeah, just I don't know if you're familiar with those. I thought
nope. I've heard tell of them. John, I require lasagna was funny.
I just feel like these weird dark versions of Garfield.
And surprisingly enough, I have not seen a Garfield porn parody. I'm not saying it.
You're not looking in the right place.
Not looking hard enough, motherfucker.
But I haven't seen it, and I'm okay with that.
You're not looking hard enough. But hey, if you do look hard enough over on the Drunken Lullabies feed, you can find Radio Rewind.
Yep.
And you can also hear the new Duchess Jukebox.
Yeah.
Check that out. Also, we're going to have a retro cavalcade on Thursday the 19th with special guest Adam of Highly Articulated, looking very forward to that.
How many points of articulation does he have?
He's got so fucking many. So many.
I hope you guys go over each of them.
Tune in and find out, won't you please? Additionally, been putting back episodes on YouTube. I think at the time of recording... how
many are still there?
As far as... Everything's still there.
Well, that's good.
But Jesus H. Christ, have we been blocked in a lot of territories?
Well, yeah. We're not looking to make money.
Bet, yeah.
No, I just want them out there. I want them preserved and possibly finding new people so they can come and find us over here.
If you want to give us money, you got to do it through the Patreon.
Yeah, just do it through Patreon. I don't give a fuck about making money on YouTube. I really, really fucking don't.
Buy us beer.
Just buy us beer and pizza, man. And the occasional piece of equipment. But no, I think at the time of recording, I have gotten through the end of April a season 2, and that would be an evening with Larry Kenny is the most, at the time of recording, the most recent. I'm hoping this week to start getting the episodes from May of season 2. My goal is to get caught up, and then we're in a release schedule where whatever is new for Monday on the regular feed is then also scheduled for YouTube that Monday. That's the goal. It'll take a little bit.
Nobody's rushing you.
Yeah. I'm just having fun with it because I'm learning, not near as in depth as you are, but I'm learning a little bit about editing and cutting stuff. Because there is a limitation with the Canva software I have. I have like a 2-hour limit. Sometimes, like Weird Al, I had to break that into 2 episodes.
Yeah, I saw that.
But Thundercats, it was just over 2 hours, so I had to get a little creative, and it gave me the opportunity to go in. I shortened the ending, I shortened the intro music. So if anything, it gave me a fucking appreciation for what you do. More so of an appreciation, I should say.
Well, all right.
But yeah, back episodes have been going up. But here at the end, we always want to thank our producer patrons, and that's going to be Mo, Patron Mike, Nostalgia Nate, Mike Afonso, and of course, Allison Troy, the Retro Toy Princess. And we also want to thank Jacob. Check out his channel, Red Mountain Retro, over on YouTube. If you're looking to just put on something that is like almost like a little bit of ambience as well, that just can let you vibe out. He does these great compilations of old commercials. Check him out. I do want to thank him for this pick. This is one I know the boys were anticipating, so thank you once again. If you yourself are in the position to help our humble show grow, won't you please consider becoming a patron today at patreon.com/Yesterdaze podcast. We have several tiers to address what you may want. If you want my opinion, unless you're looking to be directly involved with the show and what we're picking for episodes, you've got the touch, the $3 here. That's your money shot. But
you can get a body massage from Jason.
You get a body massage.
I am bound by law to touch you.
Mr. Body Massage, here you go. Body massage. But hey, that is going to wrap it up for Yesterdaze this week. Won't you come back next Monday, and we'll do it again. Bye-bye.